Well, it's a beautiful summer here in Baltimore County, and just took the old bumper off. That thing is heavy as hell. I'm out of breath. I built this bumper last summer out of 1/4 inch plate. I didn't make a video on it because I wasn't making videos back then, but you can see what one winter in Maryland has done to it. I did a really good job of painting this thing, if you can believe it. I primed it twice, sanded it, and I sprayed it with that Rust-Oleum body bed coat, undercoat or whatever. And the outside's okay, but the inside's just rusted all get out. So I'm going to hit it all with a wire wheel and repaint it. If this becomes a yearly chore, I might investigate some better painting, maybe that chassis saver stuff. But there's some marks here from the headlight bracket where it was digging in, so I can grind all that down to give it a little more, you know, I didn't really know what was going to fit. This one too, same on the other side. I mean, that's to be expected. Everything wiggles around, and I just cut it to fit it. Like this piece right here, I cut it out to go around the headlight. But it's a cool bumper. I like it. I mean, it's a little boxy. I would have done things a little bit different. I wouldn't have made it so flat. I would have pitched it this way a little bit more. But no big deal. It's heavy as hell, and when you hit deer with it, they explode. So I'm gonna, in addition to cleaning it up and repainting it, I'm gonna put a front receiver in the middle and D-rings on each side. I got the D-rings here. Got those from Napa, and I've had them for a while. They got some rust on them too. I'll probably have to hit those on the wire wheel, but I'll get that laid out, and should make it look a little better. Should make it look less like a cow catcher on a train, but we'll see. All right, I got it marked out here. I marked the center for the receiver and those two spots for the D-rings. I did it in quarters, and then they seem too close together, so I'm going to tack them up, and I'll show you before I finish welding it. But as far as the receiver goes, on the inside of this bumper, I put a piece of channel to brace it across, and that's what I'm going to lay the receiver right on top of this, so I can get a good fillet weld on each side of it. But that's pretty much the hole I got to cut. So I got to make sure that the cut through the face of it is level with this channel. Yeah, I got the D-rings tacked up, and got the receiver just sitting in there loose. Haven't put it on yet, but D-rings are a little off. I think they're like 1/8 of an inch. This one on the left's 1/8 of an inch higher. You can probably see it. Yeah, you can definitely see it. It's probably more than 1/8 of an inch. So I got to either raise that one or lower that one. So I'll do that now, but it's pretty much, it looks much better. Actually, it looks like a back bumper without it being on the truck. I got her welded up. I did 2 passes of 6011 1/8 inch at probably 110 amps. I turned it up a little bit, probably so 115 or so. And then 1 big pass with 7018, both on DC electrode positive. And the 7018 I ran hotter, like 120 or so, which is probably like the max there. But I find that if I turn the heat up, it lays a nice flat bead, which that's not the prettiest one, but you know, like, I'm no professional, but I'd like it to be, you know, somewhat of a decent looking thing. Once you paint it, it smooths it out a little bit, but that's it. It looks like a back bumper without it being on the truck, especially you put that in there. So the last thing to take care of before I prep and paint this thing is figuring out where I want to put my license plate, because right now my license plate's zip tied to the front of my truck, as you can see, and I would like to, you know, come up with a more permanent way. I was gonna make a thing that holds my license plate, like I said earlier, and put in a receiver, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. In fact, I probably won't do anything for a while. So if anyone has any suggestions, where to put the license plate, whether to drilling tap holes underneath of the receiver. Thought about that. And then bending my license plate down, which I don't know if the cops would like that or not. Or putting it off to the side underneath the D-ring and drilling and tapping 3/8 threads. That's fine. I just can't really decide. Well, here's the finished product. I don't know how well you can see it in the sunlight, but it turned out okay. Painting was a total pain in the ass, and getting it back on there, I think it's heavy as hell. So I still don't know what I'm going to do with my license plate, which I should probably blur out. Maybe I'll do that in post-production. But I don't know. It makes it look a little better. Kind of wish I had put the D-rings a little further apart. And I might put some lights in these panels here. These, yeah, this panel right here. Thought about putting a light or two there because there were lights in the old bumper. So anyway, that's the bumper update. Probably going to do the back bumper next weekend if I have time, but probably not. So thanks for watching.